the IEC expected to provide insights on how it is planning to address challenges faced in the first round in 2023. Ziniko Mhlaba following that story for us, and he joins us live from Alexandra. Ziniko, good morning to you. Let's begin with some of those challenges that were seen in the first voter registration weekend. What are some of the niggling issues that the IEC needs to deal with?
Good morning to you, Cole. So you'll understand that, in the first round of voter registration in Gauteng and other provinces such as KwaZulu-Natal and Free State where I was, there were issues in terms of people arriving late, which was a little bit disturbing. But as far as the IEC was concerned, there were challenges in some few, voting stations in terms of a voter registration process. Some were affected by load shedding as well, but, the IEC eventually managed to address those matters. However, there's that issue of people who are still failing to go to register where they had registered before, which were not understanding that actually they needed to go to where they would be staying to register at a new place. So those are some of the challenges. But let's get a sense now from the IEC itself in terms of how it is geared up to address all those challenges, and what is it that they've identified as a major problem, especially when it comes to the turnout of young people. I'm joined now by Newzroom Afrika, who's the Deputy CEO of the IEC. Newzroom Afrika, thank you very much, sir, for your time. This is the final and last round to get people into the registration center so that they're able to be ready to go and vote later this year. Talk to us about the major issues you came across with, which you had to come back and fix as soon as it was possible.
In a democracy, an election represents a moment for citizens to reflect and select men and women among ourselves who will manage our public affairs. Tomorrow we'll open all our network of 23,000 voting stations to afford South Africans an opportunity to register for the first time, those who are registered to inspect their details, and those who have moved residences to update their registration details. The key thing for this registration that needs to be stressed is that in keeping with the scheme of the law, a person may only register and vote where they reside. And for that reason, we urge South Africans to register where they will be on the day of the election so that they can be able to vote. If you are not in the area where you are registered, you will have to give us pre-notification of your intention to vote before you will be able to vote. In other words, a person can go to any voting station and ask to vote as if they were registered there on voting day. That is the scheme that has been reinforced by the amendments to the Act in 2021.
I mean, there are issues, or there are some people I've heard having issues with registering online. Have you picked up any problem with that? And if indeed it's a problem that you guys know about, what's been done to ensure that those young people are able to register online, who are tech savvy, are able to also to access the services of registration as easy as possible?
The online portal indeed is a mainstay registration modality in between elections. In between registration periods. It is an additional modality. It is not the only avenue for persons to register. We are indeed aware of the challenges that people may have faced, and it's a myriad of challenges. But some are that we are dealing with, some are beyond our control. For example, a person who doesn't have a smartphone will not be able to register by way of online registration, and we urge those to go to our voting stations. Those who uploaded images, we have a way of clearing those images in the back end. We have a way of reaching out to those who attempted to register and whose transactions were not successful to assist them to finalize that transaction. So from that end, we've dealt with all the glitches that were in our system.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's Mr. Newzroom Afrika giving us a sense of how the IEC at a national level is ready for this weekend's registration period. Remember that the first round was in late 2023, and of course, if people were not able to register in the first round, this is the very final round. They need to visit the voter registration center so that they are able to go and put their X on the ballot as soon as the election day is announced, which has not been announced yet. So that's the latest from us. In the next crossing or in the next hour or so, we'll get a sense of how strategic is the Gauteng province and what are the dynamics faced by this province as far as voting patterns are concerned. It's back to you for now.
Ziniko Mhlaba, thank you very much for that live update in conversation with IEC official Masigo Shiburi.